God is not your friend. Stop going around saying God is my friend. He is not your friend. You are the one that said so. I can't say the president is my friend. Only the president can talk about me, he being the superordinate in the relationship, and say he is my friend. So when we talk about God, many people go to town and they are, I don't know whether it's pride, I don't know whether it's some convoluted sense of self-importance, I don't know what it is. Then they're saying God is my friend, I told God this, I told God that. No, we're not supposed to be telling God things. We're supposed to be hearing from God what God has to say. He is the one who knows the future. He is the one who knows where to go. He is the one who knows where I should be going. So I think it's a bit presumptuous on my part, on our part, any of us, to sit, stand, video ourselves and say, God is my friend. I told him this, he will do this because I said so. No, he won't. No, he won't. No, he will not. He does not. And if we're honest, we can go back and see all the things we said God would do, how many he has done. It's because nobody instructs God. It is God that testified of one man, Abraham, and said, Abraham is my friend. Abraham never testified, never. He did not testify that God was his friend. He did not testify that God was his friend. It is the superordinate in a relationship who has the wherewithal, who has the command, who has the resources, who has the higher position that testifies of one in the ordinate position or subordinate position to say, this one is my friend. We need to be careful because we mislead people. If I come out and say, some 5-star general is my friend, I deceive those who listen to me. They look up to me because I've made an announcement and they may think it is true. They may even go and get into trouble and say, don't worry, my friend so and so, he has the 5-star major general as his friend or the 4-star general as his friend. And that may not be true. But when it comes to spiritual things, these things become problematic. It's as if I go to town and I say the governor of my state is my friend. I can't do that. Even if you are my friend, I can't say that. It is left to the governor who has regard for me for whatever reason. Maybe we shared some times in the past. Maybe I've helped him out in some. Maybe he just regards me. It's left for him on his platform to say, Mr. So and so is my friend. I might even be embarrassed when he says that because I don't want people to know I know people in high places. I don't want people to know that. I may not even want people to know that I know people in low places, but we're talking about high places today. So it's him, the governor, the person with office, the person with status, that can talk about me, who I am the subordinate in many dimensions, in many domains, and say, oh, John is my friend. And he may even say, like, John doesn't call me. And I'm like, why is he announcing me? Why is he talking about me? He said, John, I know you're listening to me. Call me. He can say that. So it's God that can announce a man, a woman, anybody, and say, this is my friend. It is God that announced Jesus Christ to say, this is my beloved Son, in whom I am well delighted. It was not Jesus that said, I am the Father's prided Son. I am the Father's beloved Son. He's not the one that said so. It's the Father that said so. So that is the law. That is the law of proper order. It must be nobody promotes himself in the office. Nobody goes to work wherever you work. And then you come on a weekend, you come on a Monday, and you say, well, this week I am the MD. You can't do that. The organization, or those who are over you or over me in the organizations, are the ones that announce those who are coming up. Nobody who is in a subordinate position gives themselves, himself, herself, an ordinate position. It has to be announced by one superior to you. So we need to be careful, because then we deceive the minds of those who are not well taught, those who are afraid, those who look up to us as some emblem of power, some emblem of knowledge, some emblem of wisdom. When we say those kind of things, we must stop saying so. You can say honestly, God, I feel God spoke to me. I feel God led me. I feel this. I feel that. I sense this. It's your sense. It's your responsibility. Nobody owes it to you that having said so, they should follow you. Nobody owes me anything. Nobody owes me. If I say God said to me and I'm talking to you as I'm talking, you don't owe me to follow me. You don't owe me to even listen to me. You can test what I've said, because even God, who speaks to prophets, by his prophets would say, test the prophecy, test what has been spoken. To test means to weigh, to check it out, to frisk it, to search it, to investigate it. It's not enough to carry a toga of whether religiosity or spiritualism, because that's not spirituality. If it was real spirituality, you say, this is my impression, but please test it. The man, the woman, the person in spiritual authority who does not want what he or she says to be tested is misleading people. If they didn't start out that way, they soon will be misleading people. And we have to know that.